what is coming out of this accord is that the populace or the ordinary citizens are not yet convinced that what our party leader Raila Odinga did with the president was the correct way. I have just come from Kisii, and my Kisii people are telling me that they are not convinced that this is the way to go.
Nyaribari Masapa MP Daniel Manduko has issued a strong warning that he will lead the Kisii community in exiting the Orange Democratic Movement ODM if their expectations in the broad-based government are not yet met. Speaking during a televised interview on Wednesday, March 12, Manduko expressed dissatisfaction with the Kenya Kwanza administration, stating that the Kisii region has not yet benefited from its governance. He, however, remained hopeful that the recent agreement between the ODM and the ruling Democratic Alliance would bring positive changes. Manduko, who was elected on an ODM ticket, criticized the distribution of government position, lamenting that few available slots after ODM joined the broad-based government were given to the Luo Nyanza region, sidelining the Kisii community. He emphasized that if the new arrangement does not ensure equitable resource allocation and political appointment for the Kisii people, he would push for the new exit of ODM. His remarks comes at a crucial time as the cabinet reshuffle is expected following the ODM His remarks comes at a crucial time as the cabinet reshuffle is expected following the ODM-UD agreement signed on Friday. The anticipated changes in the government are likely to see ODM-affiliated individuals appointed to key positions, but concerns remain over whether Kisii leaders will benefit from the arrangement. Meanwhile, political leaders from Kisii region have continued to express their support for former Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i's potential presidential bid in 2027. The many believe that backing Matiang'i would provide a more direct path to addressing the community's grievances rather than relying on political alliances that have not yet yielded tangible benefits.
What is coming out of this accord is that the populace or the ordinary citizens are not yet convinced that what our party leader Raila Odinga did with the president was the correct way. I have just come from Kisii, and my Kisii people are telling me that they are not convinced that this is the way to go. But we're telling them that since we're in a country which we must support, let us give it some time. For the avoidance of doubt, I support this initiative, so long as it is going to ensure equitable resource distribution to our people, so long as it is going to guarantee inclusivity, and so long as we are going to get a share of the cake as a Kisii nation. Luckily for us, Raila Odinga has been here before, and I refer to the National Accord of the year 2008, where the Kisii nation got a sizable chunk of government. Let that be the reference point from where we start. And as a minimum, Raila Odinga must give the Kisii people 1 CS position and 2 PSS position, so that we can start now discussing and seeing how we can remain in this arrangement. And we want this arrangement to be tracked. We want to have an implementation matrix where we track it on a quarterly basis, whether it is helping our people or it's not. Okay. There's a lot of disillusionment, and there's a lot of grumbling among the average Kenyan people. We didn't think that we'd get here. It doesn't help that we don't also seem to have a way out of it, other than entering into alliances and pacts and making promises that are largely unfulfilled. The common person wants issues of health addressed, education, money in the pocket, economy, and the youth matters. We are addressing everything else except those 4. If you come to my constituency, Nyaribari Masaba, every family will tell you that they're still struggling to take their children to school. As we sit here today, the national government Constituency Development Fund has not been sent to the constituencies. We cannot give bursaries to the children who are dependent on such funds. And yet we talk big and have glamorous events all over. And we are not solving the critical matters. And that is why, as you say correctly, there's a lot of disillusionment. And you know, I just remembered one saying. I think we politicians, have fooled all the people all the time. Yeah. And that is a problem. This Parliament went to bed with the executive a long time ago, and I've said it. And so, as he correctly says, there's something called party position, where the party says, this is what we want. For example, we're having elections for chairmen and vice chairs of committees. We have a list from the party saying so and so should be elected, and that is how it is. If Manduku stands to be elected, he'll be whipped and taken to the catering committee.
Why do members don't like the catering committee?
It seems to be, I mean, it's just, you know, really, that is the problem we have, and that is why we need to actually relook at this whole issue of party position. And so, regardless of your mind, regardless of your other strengths, regardless of the people you represent, you are supposed to toe the party line. And it happens in all parties. And that is what they call democracy.
So according to you then, is that healthy? Because look...
Of course it's not healthy. It's not healthy. I mean, let's not pretend about it.
All your submissions, if counterweighed against, for example, what Kenyans want at the moment, they want functional education system, they want infrastructure, they also want a healthcare system that they can access quality medical care. And that isn't happening. When you have these parliamentary group meetings and your party meetings, do you raise these matters that if weighed against what the public is listing as their problems, then they certainly wouldn't hold?
One reason why we have agreed to support this government is because we think that as the Orange Democratic Movement, we are coming in with some level of expertise to address these problems. Our own party leader has said that the health system is not working, which the president also acknowledged a few days ago. We hope now that the chair of health committee is from ODM. We also expect the new CS to be from ODM in health, so that we can start addressing these matters. So rather than lament.
Is this what we discussed in your party meetings, that there's going to be an imminent cabinet reshuffle?
There'll be a cabinet reshuffle, that I can tell you. Yeah. There'll be more positions given to the Orange Democratic Movement. Yeah. But I don't speak for the party. I don't have any position in the party, but I'm telling you what I know.
Okay.
We hope now this will start addressing the matters. And our party leader told us that rather than complain from outside, let us get in and fix it inside.